السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد سيد المرسلين وخاتم النبيين وحجة رب العالمين، المنتجب في ميثاق المصطفى في الضلال المطهر من كل آفة، البريء من كل عيب، المؤمل للنجاة، المرتجى للشفاعة، المفوض إليه دين الله. قال أمير المؤمنين عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام: من أكثر من ذكر الموت قلت في الدنيا رغبته. Imam Ali عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام said, whoever frequently remembers death, his desire in the pleasures of this world is reduced. Looking at the pleasures of this world, looking at the beauty of this world, many people, they go astray. In a sense, they are always 24/7 looking into how can I make my life on this world, on this earth, more comfortable. And there's not even 1% thinking about the next life. And that increases in matter of percentage, in matter of these people going into so much of effort and hardship to get the best of the best in this world. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with anyone who seeks to have the best in this life. Actually, Islam encourages everyone to work. Islam encourages everyone to have a profession that can not just for him to pay his daily life bills, but even beyond that, for this person to be, if, for example, he's in IT, why not for him to be the best in IT? If he is in manufacturing, why not for him to be the best in manufacturing? Whatever that is, Islam encourages every person, every individual, go seek to be the best at it. Don't just be one of the many, but be the unique one. But there is, of course, this question, and that is about death, the end. For whoever there is a beginning, of course there is an end. Everyone has a beginning, everyone has an end. We all have a beginning, and we all have an end. But same thing that when it comes to our birth, we did not choose the family in which we come into. We didn't choose the day, the time. If we're going to belong to a wealthy family, to white family, to a darker skin color family, whether they're going to be speaking Arabic in Middle East, or some Latinos, or some Africans, or some Americans, it's not a decision that you and I can make. And we did not have any decision here whatsoever. Like I want to belong to this family. My religion, I like it for it to be this religion. At the beginning of it, for my father and mother to be this person and that person. This decision was made by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 80% of the decisions are already made for me and you. Already made. The remainder of the 20%, even that remainder of that 20%, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He doesn't will it, it will not happen. Insha'Allah means what? Insha'Allah means if Allah wills it. If Allah doesn't will it, He will never take even one step forward. That 20% is where we come in to prepare for the next life. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wassalam, because we are in the month of Rajab. This is the month of Amir al-Mu'mineen, and we celebrated his birth on the 13th of Rajab. And now we are commemorating the death of Lady Zainab Salamullahi alayha. Imam Ali says in one of his sayings, اعلموا عباد الله أن الموت ليس منه فوت فاحذروه قبل وقوعه وأعدوا له عدته. No, that death is coming, and death can strike at any time. Death can come at any age. That is the other part of our life that we can't control. When we die, where we die, and how we die. This is not a decision me and you can make. One of our brothers, last week, Friday, he passed away in Campbellton area. Haj Abd Hussein Zuhur, rahmatullah alayh. He was in a hospital 3 months ago. When he went to the hospital, I just tell you this, that this individual, he was in the hospital, they told him that you need a surgery, heart surgery. He said, on my responsibility, I want to leave the hospital, and he left. 2 or 3 days after that, after his release from the hospital, he took a plane ticket, he went to Lebanon, then he went to Iraq, then he went to Iran. He did the ziyarat of A'immat al-Ma'soomeen. Overjoyed, I did the ziyarah of Imam al-Hussein, I did the ziyarah of Imam Ali ibn Musa al-Rida, I did the ziyarah of Fatima al-Ma'sooma. He came back, not last week, the week before that, Monday. Last week, Friday, exactly 1 week ago, he performed wudu. Preparing for Salat al-Dhuhr and Asr. He told his wife, I feel a bit tired. I want to take, 5 to 10 minutes of nap after wudu. Wake me up. I don't feel right. He went. He laid down on his bed, and that was it. That was the end of his life. Yesterday, we were in Lippenton Cemetery, Behesht al-Zahra, Jannat al-Zahra, al-Zahra Paradise. We prepared him for burial. I did the talqeen for him. We prayed Salat al-Janazah and everything. We prepared him, we buried him. In the same cemetery, in that cemetery, last year, one of my students, a 13-year-old, was buried there. He was the first person to be buried there. Last week when I saw the cemetery, and it's been a while that I haven't been there, I saw there's a couple of graves. They told me, yes, that one, he's a 13-year-old student of yours, Hussein Saburi. Here, Haj Abd Hussein Zuhur. Here, there is one of the people belonging to the family of Assaf. And. Every one of them different age, different reasons. There's no one age. You can't say 15-year-old and that's the age of death. No, you have a 13-year-old here, you have a 49-year-old here, you have a 70-year-old there, you have another 90-year-old there. That is the question that frightens us, that we don't know when we go, we depart. We don't know how we depart, we go. And where, when, where and how. These 3 questions, if you know it, then you can prepare yourself 1 day maybe, or 2 days before that. But because we don't know it, I have to prepare myself for the next life. Now, if I want to take a short trip, I want to go to some country, I want to go overseas, I go and prepare my luggage. I prepare my visa. I prepare my passport. For a couple of hours, maybe a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. I prepare myself that I'm going for the trip, that there is no coming back. One day, one of the young men, one of the youth in the city of Medina passed away in the time of Imam Ali Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Ali Abdul Salati was Salam. This very young man passed away. Imam Ali came to their house, to these people's house, that their son just passed away, and he saw them crying, because we have 2 different types of mourning. One, there is a mourning that we cry, that we have sympathy, we have regret, we have remorse. That's crying. The other one that this one is not the right one, and we were told many times not to go after it, to prevent from that happening, is jaza'. Jaza' is that I question Allah's decision. Now, why did Allah take my son? Why did Allah take my father? Why did Allah take my brother, my sister, my mother? I question this decision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Amir al-Mu'minin salamullah alayhi, when he met the father and the mother, he saw them crying, and there was jaza'. They were questioning the decision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the father said to the Imam, Amir al-Mu'minin salamullah alayhi, why didn't Allah take me and he took my son? Here, you have to draw the line. You have to know, you cannot say such a thing. Allah makes the decisions. Allah gave you life and Allah takes it away. So Amir al-Mu'minin salamullah alayhi said to them, to the father and the mother of the young man, did your son ever take a trip? He said, yes. He used to go to a business trip. He said, did you cry when he left? Did you get upset when he left? He said, yes, we will. Every time he leaves and we know it's going to be a long trip, we used to get upset that he's going. He said, this is also a trip, but the difference is, that trip that he used to take, he used to come back. There was coming back. There was the chance for him to come back. But this one, the trip that he took right now, the journey that he took right now, and that is the journey of death, he's not coming back. You're going to him. He's not coming back, but you going to join him. You're going to him. How many generations came before us? Generations are after generations. And every one of them thought, I'm the chosen generation. I'm going to be eternal. I'm going to be living for immortality, for eternity. I'm immortal. Many of them thought. Pharaoh, he thought that I am it. I am the one who will live forever. I'm immortal. I will live for eternity. I'm eternal and such and such. فحشر فنادى فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى. Where is Pharaoh? Pharaoh, you go to a museum, you pay a couple of dollars, couple of pounds, you enter and you see his body laying in front of you, mummified. Allah wants to show you, look, that Pharaoh that he thought, Ramses II, the Pharaoh, that he thought you will be living forever. You can see his dead body right in front of you. He's an example for every one of you. Every one of you. Generations came before us. Generations came and they went, one after the other. The generation that we live right now, this generation of ours, tomorrow this generation will go, another generation will come. And then another generation will come. And then another generation will come until the day of judgment. So, you should know, we were not created to stay in this life. We were not created to stay. This is merely a transit. Imam Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wassalam says, أنتم في ممر الليل والنهار في آجال منقوصة وأعمال محفوظة والموت يأتيكم بغتة فمن يزرع خيرا يحصد غبطته ومن يزرع شرا يحصد ندامه. Again, from Imam of eloquency, Imam Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wassalam, when you open the book of Nahj al-Balagha, your eyes pop out of the eloquency of the Imam. What does he say? He says that this is merely a transit life. You're not going to stay here forever. There is no such thing as permanent in this life. Permanently, this is my work. Permanently, this is my house. Permanently, this is my car. This is no such a thing. There's no such thing as permanent. It's all temporary. And then the Imam continues and he says, one, this is Darul Mamar. That you're here just to go, passing by. That's one. Two, the Imam said that when you plant something good, great, what do you harvest? What did you get? What do you get in return? Something great. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرٍ يَرَهُ. Whoever does good sees the result of the good. And the Imam said, when you plant a seed of goodness, you see the great harvest of that, the produce of goodness. Yes, the product is going to be great. And the Imam, of course, continues with saying, and وَمَنْ يَزْرَعْ شَرًّا يَحْصَدُ نَدَامَهُ. And whoever comes and plants something with what is evil, shar, comes to the part that he becomes nadim, regretful of what he has done. And then the Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, another saying, I'm trying to not just to come up with the sayings of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wasalam, because this month is his month. ما بين أحدكم وبين الجنة والنار إلا الموت. Death is that departure. Here we are merely for a couple of years. And the Imam himself said, نَفَسُ الْمَرْءِ خُطَاهُ إِلَىٰ أَجَلِهِ. Nafas is a breathe in me and you take. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib says, that nafas that you exhale, you inhale, and vice versa, it's one step closer for you to go to death. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. There is an end to it. If I know the value of time, because the value for $1, I know this is a $5 note. $5 note value is $5. Yes? Can I go to a grocery shop and I say, no, I don't believe this $5 note is $5. I believe that it's $50. They say, no, this is a $5 note. Currency has a value. Time, unfortunately, it comes and goes for many people. They don't understand the value of time. And if you see the breakdown of the units of time, seconds, then minutes, and then there are hours, and then days, and then weeks, and then fortnights, and then going. You see, there is value to it. That in seconds I can do dhikr. Astaghfirullah. How long did it take? In minutes I can do what? Recitation of the Quran. In hours I can do khutumat. In days I can do khutumat. Khatam. In hours, in days I can pray, I can fast. In months, I can do what in months? I can do more than that. I can go after something that is ongoing charity. Ongoing charity is sadaqah jariyah. Even after my death, I get the benefits of that. If I tell you today, I'll give you an example. Back in 2017, when cryptocurrency came into market, maybe you know about cryptocurrency, yes? Bitcoin and Solana and Terra and such and such and such. When it came to market, people bought, some people. Bitcoin was less than $100 back in 2017, less than 100. Now Bitcoin is going for $40,000, $50,000. If I tell you that you have a chance to go back in time and buy for yourself 10,000 Bitcoins, what would you do to prepare yourself? I have the money ready, even go after a loan to go back to invest. Because you know, in the future, this will go up and will make me a billionaire. Yes? You seize the moment. Because that's what's happening today in this time and age. When there is something trending, when there is something just came out, cryptocurrency was new, something else came up, and that is NFTs. People are jumping into NFTs because they know cryptocurrency can make me money, NFT can make me also money. People go after these moments in this life. They think of it. If Warren Buffett told me to invest in such and such, I will go and do that. If Elon Musk tells me to invest in such and such, I'll go and do that. That's why a lot of people buy Dogecoin because of Elon Musk's tweets. Huh? But when someone tells you, brother, do sadaqah jariyah for the next life, you go, why should I do sadaqah jariyah, ongoing charity? Because you need it. Well, I don't believe in the next life. All right, you don't believe in the next life. There is a chance there is a next life. If I tell you now, if you want to take a trip, you have to fill up your car with petrol because there is no petrol station from here to 100 kilometers. What do? You go fill it up, yes? If there is a small percentage of chance that you might be stranded, you prepare yourself. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said there is a next life. Prepare yourself. prepare yourself. And many people, they don't. That is why, if you look in our lives, there are different types of people. One, that is the one who only wants the pleasures of his life, of this life, and doesn't believe in the next life. وَمِنْكُمْ مَنْ يُرِيدُ الدُّنْيَا. He only wants this life. He doesn't want the next. He just works for this life. If you tell him, do one thing for the next life, I don't want to. 50, 60, 70 years, you see him running. What you running after? It's not about him making money to live. It's about making money to make more money. He's consumed by life as it is. Now, there are billionaires out there. Jeff Bezos, how many billions does he have? 200, close to $200 billion? Isn't it enough? No. Add another zero. Add another zero. It's enough. There are people like this. They are only after the pleasures of this world. He doesn't care one bit about the next life. And then there are the second type. One who wants both. Both. He wants this life, the best in this life, and the best in the next life. That is why in the Quran Kareem, and this is also a dua, we recite in Qunut, رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنًا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنًا وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ بِحَقِّ مُحَمَّدٍ وَعَلَيْهِ الطَّهَارَ. Of course, this part is we recited afterward, but it's not in the Quran. This verse, this ayah, says what? Give me the best in this world and in the next. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنًا. The best in this world and the best in the next world. Those people, they are not just greedy. They look in that Allah can give me the best. Allah is generous. I can have the best in this life and I can have the best in the next life. Every year I want to go for a ziyarah, 5-star hotels. I want to take a first class ticket. Yes, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is generous, Kareem al-Karama. And at the same time, I will sponsor an orphan. I will go after ongoing charity, Sadaqah Jariyah. What's Sadaqah Jariyah? Sadaqah Jariyah can be many things. There's a hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam that said when a person dies, everything is cut off except for 3 things. 1, a good offspring. وَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ. If he has a son, a daughter, they are salihin. They recite dua for him. وَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ. That's number 1. Number 2, and that is Sadaqah Jariyah also. Those 3 things are Sadaqah Jariyah. Number 1, that he has a son that can do dua for him. Number 2 is what? That he has written a book, ilm, knowledge, that he leaves behind for people to benefit from that knowledge. وَعَمَلٌ صَالِحٌ وَعِلْمٌ نَافِعٌ وَعِلْمٌ نَافِعٌ يُنْتَفَعُ بِهِ. He leaves behind ilm, knowledge. For example, Sheikh Abbas al-Qummi. Sheikh Abbas al-Qummi wrote or compiled the book Mafatih al-Jinan. Until today, you see many people sitting down, opening the Mafatih al-Jinan. If you go to any household, any Shia household, Pakistani, Iranian, Afghani, Lebanese, Iraqi, doesn't matter, regardless of their nationalities, Shia, being Shia, they have what? They have Mafatih al-Jinan. Why? Because it's ilm. Number 1, it's knowledge. Number 2, supplication. Number 3, the sincerity of the Shaykh. It's ongoing charity. And of course, the third one is this, that you leave behind something. That I teach one person to do wudu. I teach one person to pray. I teach one person to recite Quran. That is what? That is amal salih, ongoing charity. Even after your death, you benefit from that. It still comes to you. The interest comes to you. So the second type are those who go after this life and the next life. And then number 3, one who only seeks the next life. He only goes after the next life. He's not that much in luck in this life. But you see him every prayer. Salat, 17 Rajab, 17th of Rajab, I prayed. 18th of Rajab, I prayed. Fasting, I fast. A'mal Mudawud, I do. Siyam Layal al-Bir, I will do that. If they were telling, if you recite Surah Yasin, you have this kind of beneficials, he goes after it. Surah Waqi'ah, he goes after it. If you tell him there's khutumat here, khutumat there, ad'iyah there, he goes after all of that, and he knows more than you this ad'iyah, ziyarat, supplications. He's after the next life. And of course there is the fourth kind. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us safe from these people. And those are the ones who don't have anything. They don't have this life or the next life. Neither this life or the next life. خَسَرَ الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ. He runs for the other people to have their life. For example, the ones who killed Imam al-Hussein alayhi salatu was-salam, did they gain anything in this life? Umar ibn Sa'd was promised to be given the governorship of rain. No one gave him the governorship of rain. خَسَرَ الدُّنْيا وَالْآخِرَةِ. خَسَرَ الدُّنْيا وَالْآخِرَةِ. For the sake of the other person. He killed Imam al-Hussein alayhi salatu was-salam, and he lost both this life and the next life. Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Talib alayhi salatu was-salam, if you want to come and describe this Imam and you say Mawlid al-Ka'bah wa Shaheed al-Mihrab, the one who was born inside of the Ka'bah and the one who was martyred inside of the Mihrab, this very Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, the commander of the faithful, what did he say? Fustu wa rabbil Ka'bah. What did he say when it was the time of him to be taken to the next life, or to start his journey? He recited the ayah, لِمِثْلِ هَذَا فَلْيَعْمَلِ الْعَامِلُ. For this, that you should work. You have to do something. That is why when you speak about death and the preparation for death, you see, in Quran al-Kareem we have this verse that says, أَلَا إِنَّ أَوْلِيَاءَ اللَّهِ لَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. When it comes to death, they're not scared, they're not frightened. And I give you this example before we go to Salat of Lady Zainab, Salamullahi alayha. And these days we commemorate her martyrdom, her death, her demise. When she was in the majlis of Ibn Ziyad, what did Ibn Ziyad say to her? Ibn Ziyad said to her, كيف رأيت صنع الله بأخيك وأهل بيتك. How do you define the way we killed your family? 18 of them, 18 of the family of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam, the holy progeny were killed. Her sons killed, her brothers were killed, her nephews killed, her brother Imam al-Hussein salamullahi alayhi was killed, and he was cut into pieces. But this woman, she understands the meaning of life. She understands and she knows the definition of death. The whole idea behind this war was to humiliate them, to make them kneel. But what does she come and say to him? She says to him, مَا رَأَيْتُ إِلَّا جَمِيلًا. I didn't see anything except beauty. هؤلاء قوم كتب الله عليهم القتل فبرزوا إلى مضاجعهم وسيجمع الله بينك وبينهم فتحاج وتخاصم فانظر لمن الفلج يومئذ ثكلتك أمك يا ابن مرجان. May your mother sit and cry for your death, يا ابن مرجان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا يا رب الحسين. بحق الحسين اشف صدر الحسين بظهور الحجة. اللهم عجل فرجه سهل مخرجه اجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه يا رب العالمين. اللهم لا تجعلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين أبدا. اللهم اهدنا إلى صراطك المستقيم يا مفيد يا غفور يا ودود. اغننا بحلالك عن حرامك وبطاعتك عن معصيتك وبفضلك عمن سواك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الفاتحة قبل الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.